All right, welcome back to the Lowdown, the official Download Festival TV show. I'm Bees, and this is me shooting the shizzle with Escape the Fate's Craig Mabbitt. Have a look. Top geezer. Bees on the Lowdown with Craig from Escape the Fate.
What's up?
It feels like you've been away forever.
Yeah, forever.
Like, does it feel like that
It
to you as
definitely
well?
does feel that way. I was just talking to a buddy I know from out here. He's like, yeah, you guys were here almost going on 2 years ago.
Wow.
And I remember asking, well, what's the status of the band? How's the stability? And I was like, it's pretty stable, but you never know.
Yeah.
And
you can't be too careful.
I did not know.
Right.
So, but it feels good to be back finally.
And record's done in the
Yes,
can.
done.
Like, what can
There's
you
a release date. We got a video out, so it's official.
What
finally.
can you tell us about this record, and how is it Escape the Fate in the Escape the Fate that people know and love, or is there new
It's
elements
definitely
in there?
we gained a lot of momentum off our This War Is Ours album, and the best way to describe this record is it's This War Is Ours after puberty.
Right.
It's like it's a little more mature, but it's got the same diversity that we like to have, and we never like to stick to just one style. But I feel like this one coincides and it flows very well. So
it's weird. Like I feel like the world's more ready for Escape the Fate now, because there's a lot more bands
hopefully
that are around that have kind of taken that rock and roll edge that the band's always had and kind of like made it run. Like we were talking about Asking Alexandria before we we started recording this. Like bands like that seem to have opened a bit of a door.
Love those guys, man.
So
them and
feel like
I love what Black Veil Brides does too.
Oh, yeah, really?
You go to their show and it's a show, you know what I mean? I love when they walk in a room, there's a presence.
Controversial.
Yeah, I love that kind of stuff.
Like they got a tough ride at Download last year. They got a tough
I'm
ride.
sure they do, but
there's people at home going,
that's what
those guys.
I know. That's what rock and roll's all about. Though.
Yeah,
People can say fuck those guys, and they're like, and they do it, and that's rock and roll right there, man.
And so, are you excited to get back on the road properly? Because I mean, I always think it's funny. We had Airborne on the show a couple of weeks ago, and they've been in a similar position, like where not been able to hit the road as often as you want. Has it been a rough 18 months?
It's been probably the roughest 18 months of almost my life, man. I remember sitting there at home sometimes just depressed as shit, not knowing what I was gonna do. It was the most time off I've had since I was 16. Because that's when I started hitting the road and touring with my old band. Yeah. So to have that much time off when I was 25, I was like, oh my God, dude, I need to get out there.
Did you ever start panicking?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Did it feel like you could get to a day like this? Was it always? Did you always see a light at the end of the tunnel, or did the darkness shroud?
I kind of always had hope, and then when I had all that time off, I just flew out and worked on another project just to keep myself busy. Right. And so that worked out, and now finally, here we are. So.
And Download Festival, reintroducing yourself to the UK on the grandest stage of them all. Was that the plan? Just to go hard or go home?
Yeah, pretty much. It's hit it big. Just hit them right in the face as soon as you right out the gate. You know what I mean? And I'm definitely excited to come do it again now that we're solid. We got a stable lineup, because the last time we played Download, we didn't even know if our bass player was still going to be in the band or not. So we had some guy filling in.
At the actual time?
The actual time, yeah. We had TJ, who's our bass player now, was just still filling in for us. Right. So we're like, what's up, Download? And we were just releasing a new record, and that Interscope, the label stuff was happening. Yeah. And it was just bad. We weren't in a good spot. So to play a show as great as